Hello, welcome to episode 66 of Little Bobbins Knits. My name is Dani and you can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as Little Bobbins. We have a Ravelry group which you can find by searching Little Bobbins Knits in the groups tab on Ravelry, and show notes for the podcast can be found at littlebobbins.co.uk. I've asked my mum to come and join us again today because she's making lots of really exciting things.
Not getting very far with them in this heat,
No, I don't know if you've heard, but it's very, very hot. And we struggle a little bit in the heat, don't we?
Yeah.
And especially at the moment, it's I've never felt so hot in my life, I don't think. So yeah, I'm not venturing too far away from my fan, which has been good.
But too noisy to have on now.
Yeah, too noisy to have on now. You good boy. Bobbins here, like a little very hot water bottle, but he still wants to cuddle. Don't you? Oh, such a good boy. So, I had expected to podcast a bit earlier than this, but I don't know what's going on. I just am feeling the need to hibernate and just be very quiet and safe and just really enjoy being pregnant at home and being quiet really. So that's why it's taken a little while. I'm 30 weeks pregnant now, so it feels like I haven't got very long left to go at all. And yeah, I'm really feeling like I'm going to miss
being pregnant,
miss all these little wriggles in there. And I know it would be nice when he's out and we can meet him and stuff, but I just love having him with me all the time and stuff. So yeah, we've just been having a little bit of a hibernate and just loving being at home and quiet. But we've got so much stuff to show, haven't we?
Well, I haven't got anything finished.
No, but you've still got, there's a stack there, and
You've got lots.
I'm being overtaken by bags.
Yeah.
So I thought we'd better do one now.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we're going to be here for like 3 hours or something. But I don't seem to have finished very much. I think I haven't finished very much at all, but okay, so we'll go through what we're working on at the moment, and then you haven't got any finished objects, have you? And I've got the tiniest finished objects. And yeah, and then I'll do like I've been doing the last few times, so I'll come back and I've got a giveaway to announce the winners of for the Forever and Always socks. Oh no, and for the Vintage Love Story collection, because some people have knit all three.
Oh, okay.
And that was so exciting because I set up the giveaway last time. I thought, I don't know how many people are going to have knit all three of them, but quite a few people have, and it's just been so lovely. And I've really enjoyed looking at the thread, looking at how sort of thoughtfully people have knit them, like the yarns they've chosen. Some of them will go together, and it's been so nice. So yeah, thank you for that. I'll draw for those giveaways later on. Yeah, and we went to Yarningham, didn't we? So we'll probably talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that's probably it for today. Okay, so works in progress. Do you want to go first?
Okay. All right. Well, this one isn't a work in progress at all because it's just two pieces of material.
This is the plan.
This is the plan, yeah. Because we saw this fabric at Fabric HQ.
It was a while ago now, wasn't it?
It was quite a while ago.
3 months.
Yeah, and you really liked it. It's just big hexagons. I love that one.
Yeah.
And
I'll put in some videos again, but you can probably see it.
So all you want this is to be, it's going to be backed with this because this matches your new sofa.
It does.
Yeah.
Miraculously.
Even though I bought it
from your stash.
Yeah, I bought it at the same time as I bought this.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
And you said, I'm not sure if I want that as the backing because it's flannel, which you
like.
like.
It didn't feel very baby, did it?
No, but then you've changed your mind anyway because you want it for your sofa.
I've stolen it.
Yeah.
From my unborn child.
Yeah. So all you want is for it to be just
really simply
quilted. So as soon as my sewing room cools down a little bit, I'll just get that basted and sewn. I'll do it on the machine. I'm not doing it by hand or anything.
You've washed this as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I have washed it. It was a little bit stiff.
Yeah.
Oh well, I just got all the size out of it.
What sort of fabric is it?
It's really nice. It is cotton. It's just cotton.
It feels almost linen-y, doesn't it?
Oh, do you think so? I thought it felt a bit. What's that stuff I'm backing it with? Flannel. Yeah, it felt a bit flannel to me.
Yeah, it's soft.
Yeah, it's really soft.
It's really nice.
You absolutely loved it, didn't you?
Yeah, I just think it's so fun.
Yeah, and it's got nice little things like little ducks and seals and little boats on
bumblebees.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be lovely.
So, I mean, that's just going to be a very simple, quick little project.
Yeah. But your sewing room faces the sun, doesn't it? So it just bakes.
Even with the curtains closed, it's really hot. But I will probably go in there this Saturday because now I have a Uber fan that is so noisy it's untrue, but it really works well.
Mum had this fan delivered here yesterday because I'm a package taker, aren't I? Because I'm in all the time. And we tried it out and it just sort of like pushed us to the back of the sofa.
Even on the lowest setting.
I know.
Yeah, it's really fierce. But that would be great in the sewing room.
As long as you can keep your fabric down.
True. Oh, that's true actually. That's true. So that would be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'll have to think of that.
But it'll be great for when you're basting.
Yeah.
Because that is a hot job, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a hot physical job.
Yeah.
And keeping nice and cool when you're doing that will help.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can't really help me at the moment basting.
No. Excellent excuse. Basting is just the worst job. I wonder if anyone actually enjoys it.
Yeah. I remember when, I can't remember which quilt it was, but you insisted on helping baste this quilt.
The one I sewed to the carpet?
Yes.
It was that quilt.
Oh, was it? Oh.
In our old house.
I was so
We got Mum over. Well, I got Mum over for under the guise of a curry night. And then I got this quilt out that I wanted to baste and said, oh, let's just do this. So we stuck it all down and it took us ages and we'd finally finished. Mum lifted up her side and then my side wouldn't come up because I'd sewn it to the carpet. You weren't impressed.
No,
I think you were ready to go home at that point.
Yeah, but we didn't. We cut the stitches and then we did it.
It's because I was using the basting needles.
The
curved ones.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to blame it on anyway. And we usually baste at your house, which has got floorboards, and you can't sew to floorboards.
No. And I did say to you, just make sure you don't catch the carpet.
Yeah, I thought I was, but because it was quite thick fabric as well, isn't it? That we were going through. It's upholstery weight.
Yeah, because you'd made this.
It was out of scraps that I got from the local scrap store.
Yeah.
So I'm
very proud of it.
Oh, I won't go that far. It's just a scrappy quilt, but and it was fabric. I think there were samples, like fabric samples, so they had bits of glue on them and stuff that I had to cut out. So, but I just loved the colours together.
You did, and you sewed all the top,
and
then we basted it, and then I quilted it.
No, I came round to your house and we quilted it together.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, we did. Yeah, we did. We both did that. Yeah. On the machine.
Yeah. Don't know why we didn't use my machine.
Because you didn't have a walking foot.
Oh yeah. I still haven't got a walking foot.
No, but you
still need to get a walking foot.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'll show one of my projects now. Okay, so Bobbin, you've got your little paw part in my basket. Come here. Good boy. I'm keeping this in a little basket. Auntie Jack made me.
That's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice little sheep.
So,
why is that in there?
Well, I'll explain.
Okay.
So I've started a shrug, I think it's called, and it's by Suzanne Summer, and it's like a big shawl with sleeves. I don't know how much, but this keeps happening, look at that. It's fine, it's gone in, but stitches get pulled so easily. I think because brioche is quite loose, and I can just imagine, because I carry bobbin on this side, that side is just going to be like fringed with all the threads he's going to pull out. But that's why I'm keeping the needles in here, because they just pull on the stitches otherwise. Right, so you can't really tell the size, because I always knit things on a shorter needle, because then you don't have as long to push your stitches up.
Okay.
So I find it just all a bit quicker. But yeah, so that's the front and that's the back. I've split for the sleeves.
And will you block this?
Yeah, in the pattern it advises that you block living daylights out of it.
Oh really? Oh okay.
So that it's very drapey.
Oh okay.
And not springy like brioche usually is.
Because sometimes you don't block brioche, so that you have that
It's lovely
texture.
and squidgy. Yeah, but no, this one I'll block quite a lot.
Yeah. It's lovely colours.
This took a long time to pick the colours for, didn't it?
Yeah.
Another one of those. But the colours that I'm using are, interestingly enough, I just like how these things happen with knitting projects. Last year at the Creativity Festival, one of the women who was there, Marta, she was wearing this shrug,
okay.
and I really liked it, and I thought when I saw it I'd really like to knit one of those. And then finally I am knitting it, and I'm using some yarn that I bought at the Creativity Festival.
Oh, how funny.
Which I think is quite nice.
Yeah.
So my background colour is Kettle Yarn Company Islington, which is a British superwash Blueface Leicester and silk blend. I don't know whether this was the best choice fibre wise, because I wonder if it's going to be quite slippery to keep on, because it's not something that's really structured, and
it's very soft.
Yeah.
It's lovely yarn.
But it is soft, and it's nice having a bit of shine,
Mm.
and we'll see. And this one is Dusty Dimples, and it's
that's
in
pretty.
Exonerate, and it's just got these tiny little flecks of colour, which are really pretty, like oranges, pinks, blues. Look at that one, that's like neon.
Yeah. You didn't get this from Yarning,
No.
did you?
No, I ordered this from her Etsy shop.
Okay. Yeah. Because you got some of her yarn at Yarningham, didn't you?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So I've got those two little balls left from my first skeins. And now I've just got to knit quite a lot plain. To the end really, and then do the sleeves. And the sleeves are quite short, so hopefully I'll be able to handle it.
They're nice needles.
These are my higher bamboo interchangeables,
Nice.
which I really like. I still am really enjoying wooden needles, which is odd for me. I guess with the silk, because the bamboo's got that little bit more grip, it just keeps them on there nicely. And
Yeah, it's very pretty.
it's been a really nice project to knit. I found I didn't want to put it down because I wanted to get to the stage where you started the sleeves.
Right.
Then I wanted to get to the stage where you took the sleeves off. And now it's sort of slowed down a bit because I know I've just got to knit to the end. But it's just, it's so lovely. And there were videos, if you're tempted to make it and put off in any way by the start, there are videos of how to do the start. And I did have to start it probably 3 or 4 times just to get it as neat as I wanted it to be. But the videos were really good. And I did sort of start it 3 or 4 times because I've tried it in some different colours as well. I wonder if I'll knit it again, because I think it will be a nice little throw on top of everything type of garment.
Yeah.
But the reason that I had this in the bag,
You knit that years and years and years
about
ago.
10 years ago I think, but people seem to be so put off by brioche, intimidated by it, and I think it's because lots of people say how difficult it is. And it's not. Because I knit this when I first just started knitting. I hadn't discovered YouTube for tutorials or anything. But the good thing about that was I hadn't heard anyone say that brioche was difficult.
Okay.
So I just assumed that I'd work it out. So I think I had some stash yarn. This is Noro Aurora, I think. It's got sparkly bits in it. And this was a Jaeger matchmaker that I think that we got from the sale bin of Taj Crafts. And I just wanted something to knit with them. And so I found this pattern for a beret. And it's by Nancy Marchant. I think it's either called Windmill or Pecan Pie, because I knit both and I don't know which one this is. And I just did it from the instructions. The instructions were really clear and it was a really fun project. So I really would urge you to suspend any sort of preconceptions that you have from anyone who's told you that it's difficult, and just have a go and see how you feel about it, because I think the reason I was so unintimidated was because I just hadn't heard people say it's difficult. With brioche, you just have the brioche stitch, which really is just one stitch with a yarn over that you treat as one stitch anyway.
Right.
So yeah, I just think have a go, because and pretend no one's ever told you that it's difficult, because that's why
But lots of people love brioche, don't they?
yeah. And once you get into it, once you get past the thought of it, I think it's such a lovely rhythm. There's a lovely rhythm to it. And I would recommend this pattern because it's in the round, which is nice. You see a lot of progress quite quickly because it's a small project, and it's just so well explained in the pattern, I think, from my memory of 10 years ago, but it must have been because that's how I made it.
I would have thought it was even longer than 10 years ago, actually.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure it must have been longer than 10 years.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I made one for you as well, didn't I?
Yes, you did, darling, and I loved it.
Until you felted it.
I did. Right now it wouldn't even fit bobbin, I don't think. Yeah.
Never mind.
So this is simple. This is just something else for you. It's you had a worn and washed. Where did you get that from? I think it was from the quilt show a couple of years ago.
No, it was from the Sewing for Pleasure show when we went to Comic-Con afterwards.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Up in the NEC.
Oh, that's when you got it, was it? Okay. So you've had it for ages, and your plan was to make a quilt out of it, wasn't it? And I hadn't got round to it, so you gave it to me.
So Worn and Washed are a company that source fabrics that have had a life before.
Yeah.
And they wash them and bundle them up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you buy the bundles.
Yeah, and they look really lovely.
They're all just lovely colours. They're mostly flannel, aren't they?
Yeah. And your bundle that you got was slightly less than I wanted, so I had some that I've made the quilt top out of, but I took some of that off, and they were slightly bigger, so I just cut them down. But,
yeah, because you don't get a uniform sort of size or shape, do you, in the bundle?
Well,
it's sort of roughly the same width.
It's roughly, yeah.
But not the same lengths. They're all different.
Oh, different lengths, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So, and you thought that this would be nice and cosy for you, perhaps to have when you have the baby.
Yeah, I wanted to take it with me when I give birth, just to make a nice environment and have a bit of you there. So,
and the fabric, I didn't bring the fabric I'm going to back it with, but it's some flannel that we got quite a long time ago.
Do I know what this fabric is like?
Yeah, it's sort of a pink with little rosebuds. It's flannel.
Oh, like what's backing that quilt but pink?
No, nothing. No, no, it isn't. We did have another one of that, but that was cream with pink things. No, this is. I'll send you a photograph of it. But
This is just going to be so lovely.
it's lovely and soft and cosy.
And there's so many different prints.
And it was so therapeutic to just machine it all together. It was just
Well, you
simple,
can't be
and you
too
didn't have to
much
think.
of a control freak with this, can you?
No.
Because you really have to work around the sizes
Yeah.
that you've got,
Yeah.
which is, I find that quite relaxing. I think
Yeah,
that's
it's
one of the
very
reasons I
relaxing.
like to use like a mini skein kit, because
Yeah.
you don't really have to think about it further than
Yeah.
the actual process.
Mm. Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
I see all the different prints and I think, oh, I think that's my favourite one.
Yeah.
Then I see another one and think, oh no, I think that's my favourite one.
Yeah, that's nice. You like these
I
stripy
really
ones,
like the
don't
stripes. But
Yeah.
I really love the florals as
Yeah.
well.
you? Yeah.
And this one reminds me of the old wool blankets.
Oh, okay, yes,
Yeah.
yeah, I see. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be lovely.
Yeah, I like that one.
Mm.
Yeah. So yes, it's just
So
a
what
matter of
size
getting
is
them.
that?
I can't remember. It's not huge. It's
Do you like that sort of size or a bit smaller?
it's a bit smaller than that. What would that be?
And I'd like to
I
have
think
it.
Sorry.
I'd like to have it around the house for a while before the baby,
Yes,
so
that's
that it can be getting all those good vibes
Yeah.
going in it. Oh, it's wide. It's quite wide actually.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Oh, I love that one.
Yeah. Yeah. So I like that company. I love their stand because it just looks so inviting.
Mm. Does she also?
Liberty.
She also sells
Yeah.
Liberty packs. I think we've
Yeah.
got a few of those as
Yeah.
well, didn't we?
Yeah.
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 Oh, that's going to be really nice. Which one shall I show next? Oh, I mentioned mini skeins, so I'll show this one. So my
Lovely
little
Alex's bag.
Alex Collins Designs bag, which for some reason I always put my scrappy projects in.
Oh.
I've noticed my scrappy socks,
Yeah.
and I wonder whether it's because the colours are very sedate,
Yeah.
and then the mini skeins that are inside are like lots of different colours, so
Yeah.
it just feels right. So I got some yarn from Lay Family Yarn. Kelly had this mini skein set, and it was a magic faraway tree mini skein set. I thought I have to have that. I'm reading the Magic Faraway Tree to the baby, and it's one of my favourite books from when I was younger, and so I thought, oh, I have to get that and make something. And so I got one set, and then Kelly very, very, very kindly sent me another set, because I was saying that I might like to try and stretch the mini skeins into a pair of socks for me,
Yeah.
and 5 little tiny pairs of socks for the baby.
Yeah.
And so she sent me another set so that I wouldn't have to
Aw.
squeeze it out of that, but I could just make socks for me and socks for the baby. So these are the only baby ones that I've finished so far. I've left the other ones upstairs. I've cast on the cuffs for the other ones, but they're so cute. They're so cute, tiny, aren't they? I used the baby mitten sock pattern, which will be linked in the show notes, but it seems they're tiny. I just can't get over how tiny they are. So yeah, I'm knitting those, and I'm also knitting a pair of stripy socks for me. So this one is this colour, and for these scrappy socks I've actually done them slightly differently than I usually do, because I usually do 10 rows of each colour and a contrast colour for the cuffs, heels and toes, But this one, I'm doing 15 rows of each colour and doing it all out of this yarn.
Okay.
Because I just wanted it all just to be Magic Faraway Tree.
So is the heel and toe going to be different to that top one? Oh yes, it is.
That's the heel.
Oh, okay.
I've already
So
put the
you've not
heel
got-
in.
Yeah.
So, and I actually really like how they're coming out,
Yeah.
so I might do that more
Very
often.
subtle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Change.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there are 5 colours in it, so then I'll start the sequence again. But I did a German short row heel in there, and yeah, I'll just carry on doing 15 rows of each colour. Just think they're so cute.
And you'll do baby socks in all the other colours.
Yeah, so 5 pairs of socks
Mm.
in each of these colours.
How lovely.
Yeah,
Mm.
so that's been really nice
Yeah.
to work on. It looks lovely in there, doesn't it, with all of the
It does look
little mini
lovely.
skeins. I really love this one particularly,
Yeah.
actually.
That's the one
really-
at the top.
Yeah.
Cuff. Yeah.
I was thinking that I'd make him a couple of pairs of socks and a couple of booties, but I really like the idea of seeing a little stack of exactly the same
Yeah.
socks all together. So I'm definitely going to do that.
Yeah.
I'll put them in there. So yeah, do you want to do another one of yours now?
Okay, so another one is, this is also fabric that we got from Fabric HQ, and it's Peter Pan. It was it 2 different fabrics or 3?
3.
3 different fabrics. And I've just done a very simple 4 patch and then you know, a big patch, and just put it so that there's quite a few. I sort of fussy cut it so that there's quite a few of these little flying bits with Peter Pan.
So there's the bit that's sort of the scene,
Yeah.
and then there's the little prints,
Yeah.
and then there's the stars.
Stars, yeah. Oh yeah, it was 3. Yeah. So that top's made.
That's lovely.
And again, well, you wanted this to be quite sort of, you didn't want any other colours going in it, did you? You wanted it to be just...
No, I think they look quite striking just
Yeah.
with that little collection.
So I don't know what colour I'm going to do the... Oh, we've got pale... Is it pale blue?
I think it's
for the
pale blue
back?
flannel.
For the, yeah, but we don't know what to do the binding in yet.
No,
Because I wanted to do it in the lime green, but you're not keen on that, are you?
I don't remember having that conversation.
Oh, didn't you? Perhaps I had the conversation in my head.
Yeah, and blamed me for stopping you from doing what you wanted.
No, I just assumed, I must have assumed
Yeah.
then that you wouldn't like this lime
No, I
green.
think that's nice.
Oh, do you?
Oh, there's that sort of sagey green.
There you go, you see.
Oh,
That's, I think that's more you,
yeah,
the
probably.
sagey green.
Oh, there's like a lilac.
Yeah. Yeah, so we need to decide.
But
what-
any of those I think will look really
Yeah.
nice.
But I know I did say to you that I was going to do the binding in this, and I think you thought that you would rather it to be a...
No, I think I suggested you did it out of the scraps of that.
Really?
And you said you didn't want to do that.
Oh. We'll see.
Yeah, just do
It'll be
whatever you want.
interesting.
Don't assume I've said don't.
Yeah. I really thought we'd had that conversation. But
It's just quite difficult sometimes when you're trying to match an exact colour,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So you could use a completely different colour
Yeah.
that I can't think of right now.
But I've got some lime green, and I thought that would look nice. But actually, anyway,
Yeah, it's up to you. I do think it's quite a peaceful
yes,
quilt,
and that
and lime green
might
might be a bit
yeah.
jarring
Yeah.
because it's like they're in night sky and
Yeah.
dreamy and
See, I'm sure we had this conversation. Because I'm sure you... Anyway. Yeah.
not that I can recall.
No.
So, and I've got another scrappy project that I've been working on.
I love this bag.
I know, it's so cute. This was a gift. It's a Harry Potter
Yeah. I love the...
inspired one.
And the...
Bertie Bott's Every Flavour
Yeah.
Beans. Yeah, it's really cute. So
Oh.
You comfy there,
Sleeping in
Bob?
your bags.
So I got a mini skein set from Beehive Yarns for my birthday, and wanted to make some scrappy socks. So this is how I usually do my scrappy sock. Actually, it's not. I did these a bit different as well.
Oh.
But I usually do the cuffs, heels and toes in a different yarn, and then 10 rows of each colour. One of these colourways in here is called Hoggle, which I love.
Yeah.
I can't remember. The mini skein set was called Country Feedback. I can't remember what all the different colours are called. But I usually do a German short row heel for my scrappy socks. But I did a slip stitch heel for this one.
And what was the reason for doing the slip stitch?
Just felt like it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I usually do a sort of wedge type toe. But this one I did a toe with lots of decreases. I think there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 points of decrease all the way around. So it's
I like those toes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you like them for comfort as well? Or just look?
The look.
Yeah,
but,
they look cute.
I think comfort. I don't think I've got any socks that aren't comfortable.
But it's quite nice just to have a go at different things sometimes, isn't it? So yeah, these you just decrease every other row at 8 points, so it makes a shallower toe. I think that's probably why I did it. I think I was just found that I was ready to. If I'd done my regular toe, it would have been slightly too long.
Okay.
So
they're lovely colours, aren't they, Dan?
they're really nice. And then I put this with it, this teal, and it was a 50-gram skein from 5 Moons in glacial melt that I've had for years.
It's pretty. It's good you use stash.
It smells so nice. 5
It
Moons
does,
yarn
doesn't
smells
it?
nice. I noticed it about Dusty Dimples yarn as well. That smells really nice. Because I had 2 50-gram skeins of this, and scrappy socks do leave some leftovers, I thought that I might like to try and knit something else for the baby to match the socks. So I cast on a newborn
that's so
vertebrae.
pretty.
It's so cute, isn't it?
That's lovely. Isn't
And I
it?
used the yarns in the same order that I used on my socks, and then all the rest in the 5 Moons. So yeah, I'm just working on the sleeves at the moment. Oh, that was what was holding my sleeve stitches.
So is that why it's come to a full stop?
Yeah.
The sleeves,
Yeah. And I've literally got to do 10 centimetres.
Right.
No decreases
Right.
or anything.
Well, so I could probably do that for you.
Yeah, but you don't like magic loop, and I can't find
No,
my
I don't like
DPN.
magic.
So I think I'll need to go into the next skein for the other sleeve.
Yeah, that's really pretty. Oh, that'd be
So-
lovely. Him wearing that and you wearing socks to
Yeah.
match.
I think I might knit another couple of newborn vertebrae.
They're lovely,
Or
aren't
maybe
they?
not another newborn, maybe I'll do
Yeah.
the next size up.
Yeah.
But
That's
I used
really
such a
cute.
tiny amount of yarn. I think I've still got a little bit left
Yeah.
of these mini skeins.
That would look so lovely with the white underneath.
Yeah.
it. Lovely.
So yes, I've enjoyed that one, and I like that it matches. And it's nice just seeing mini skeins used in different projects as well, because I'm always inclined to put them in socks or blankets, but it was really fun putting them in a little cardie and working out, because I wanted to use, I think I wanted to knit the same amount of rows, so having to work out where to start it so that I'd get all of the colours in and stuff was quite fun. So yeah, I enjoyed that one. You're knitting a jumper, aren't you?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, you're knitting too.
Well, this jumper. It's just the bigger size of the one that I've already done, but this time I'll cast it off in the right way.
So you've already made one of these. These are the
Yeah.
macaroon
Yeah.
jumper by
There's a
the
lot of-
Noble Thread,
Yeah.
and you do a 3 needle bind off on the shoulder,
Yeah.
but you just did it on the wrong
on the
side.
inside instead of the outside.
So in the pattern it's to make a sort of visible edge. It really doesn't matter.
Well, I think it does, because I think it'll look better on the outside, like the pattern says.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
I didn't take it back and redo it.
No.
And it was my own fault for not reading the pattern properly.
Yeah.
So.
But this one you're doing reverse of the colours.
Of the first colours,
in the first one.
Yeah. So that's.
And the size up.
And the size up, yeah. Yeah. So I've just got a tiny bit to do on that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You've lost steam on it a little bit, haven't you?
Yeah, knitting's not really my thing. Although when I get going with knitting, I like it.
Or it makes you fall asleep.
But it does make me close my eyes.
Yeah. I wonder why.
I don't know, Dan. I don't know. I knit an awful lot when I was pregnant with you, and
when I was young.
And when you were young, yeah.
Did you knit all my school cardies?
Yeah. I used to. Yeah, I did knit all your school cardies.
Improvised 80s mohair jumpers.
Yeah. That you hated.
And well, they were just mohair then is not like mohair now.
No, it isn't.
It was so scratchy.
Yeah. Hence you wore polo neck jumpers underneath, because you were going to wear them whatever. But I also made all your school dresses.
Not knitted though.
No, that wasn't.
You did knit me a dress though, didn't you? That purple one with the lacy collar.
Yeah. You like that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Yes, but I'm not. Knitting does sort of make me start to fall asleep. But I quite enjoy knitting for you, or when you've got something that is just knitting, not pattern or anything. I'll do that for you. Shall I show this one?
Yeah, show that one now.
Because this is in another one of Alex's.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
So lovely.
Yes. So I'm just. You knitted it to about there, and then you gave it me, and I'm just knitting it now. And what's this one?
This is the Flax Light by Tin Can Knits. Although I've done garter stitch shoulders, like in the So Faded jumper, instead of in the Flax Light pattern. It's just got like a garter stitch line, stripe going down the arm. I've just done the shoulders, and the sleeves I'm just going to do plain.
Well, I'm probably going to do the sleeves, aren't I? Because there's no decrease or anything in them, is there?
I think there might be a few.
Oh, okay.
But we'll check.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's cute. And this is with the Fine Fish yarns in 24-hour Party People. And this is the smallest size. I did a German twisted cast on for the neck so that it's nice and stretchy.
Yeah.
But yeah. I do love this.
Yeah, it's lovely colours, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really lovely. And I've only got
like half an inch.
Yeah, less than that. Quarter of an inch left to do, and then you can have it back for the sleeves.
Yay! So what else am I working on? I'll show this one next, I think. I'll have to leave this one till last because it's Bobbin's pillow. I noticed I've got a little wooden badge on this bag. I've noticed that it's got some tiny little teeth marks in it. I think that was from when Teddy was a kitten. It's in another of Alex's bags. I'm using a lot of them at the moment. So, I don't know if you remember in the last episode, but I talked about this blanket that I really wanted to make. I lost interest in a big way. It's got 2 squares now, and I think I'm just going to use them like as washcloths. It just was not grabbing me. I didn't really like... I didn't mind the increase section, but I didn't like the decrease section. It just didn't... I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Which I did.
Don't start, I told you sewing.
But I did.
Mum, I told you so to myself.
And you still went ahead.
I know. But luckily, when we bought the yarn for that, I was umming and ahhing over the colours, and I bought 2 different colours. And so with the colour that I hadn't used, or hadn't started with, I thought, oh, I'll knit a blanket out of that. And so I started the Twinkle Twinkle baby blanket by Curious Handmade, and I've just enjoyed this so much. So this is my kind of blanket. I think if I want to finish it, this is the sort of blanket that I need to do. If I don't mind it taking a long time, then a mitered square is good. But I think I need to just completely abandon ones that you have to sew together, because it's just not what I enjoy. And what's the point if you don't enjoy it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm using the King Cole bamboo. Oh, what's it called? Oh, bamboo cotton, maybe. I'll make a project page for it, but it's 50% cotton and 50% viscose bamboo, and it's just such, the pattern's just so lovely.
It really is pretty, isn't it?
It's really simple. It's going to be square, but it's on a short needle at the moment, so you can't really see. And it's just got these lovely little star stitches every few rows that keep you interested. They're also, it's a good reminder for when you do your increases on the 4 corners.
And you've got the
I'm just
wooden
really
needles
enjoying
on
it.
this. Is that because it's bamboo? And
I don't know what it is, I just am loving wooden needles. These are higher bamboo interchangeables, which I just love. They're so smooth and so light, and they're so uniform, the points. And they also twist, can you see?
Yeah.
At the cable point, which I think helps. I don't really have that many problems with the needles untwisting, but I think that helps it as well to not twist. And it also keeps the cable untwisty.
Yeah.
There's a lot of twisting. Did that all make sense?
It did make
So it
sense.
stops the needle coming off the cable, and it stops the cable getting twisty, which I think is a really nice feature. But yeah, so I'm on my 3rd ball now.
Yeah. How much more have you got to do?
Well, I don't know, because I'm not really doing it to the pattern, because I'm not going to do the lace edging.
No,
I'm just going to do an I-cord edging.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd do it a bit bigger than the pattern to compensate for the lace that I'll lose. But this is my 3rd ball. I think I'll just get a bit of a way into this, and then do the I-cord edging.
You really like I-cord edgings, don't you?
It's just so neat. It's just such a lovely neat edge. It's got a nice weight to it, this
It is nice,
blanket.
isn't it?
And it is hard because I can't see how big it's going to be. I could take it all off and put it on waist yarn, but I just haven't got the...
Have you measured it?
I have. It measures slightly smaller than the pattern
At the moment?
but I think it's going to stretch quite a lot.
Right. Will you what? That?
I'm not sure,
Yeah.
because it's bamboo and cotton, so I probably won't. But I do think it will stretch just with the weight of itself.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah,
Pretty.
I'm really enjoying that. And I'm enjoying the pattern so much that I've started another one.
Have you already
I've
started
started
it? Oh.
In fingering weight, and I'm not sure if that's going to be finished in time. But I just like
You like
the thought of having it on the needles, because it's just really nice. It's a really nice pattern, and it's the sort of thing that I can just take out with me to knit on when I don't want to concentrate too much, because it's just really nice and simple. So yeah.
And the last thing I've got is this sort of Jessie Chorley inspired wall hanging for the nursery.
Yeah.
So it's very organic, so I've just started in one corner.
I'll take some video of it because it'll be easier to see.
Yeah. So I've
It's
just
so
done a
cute.
couple of little embroideries so far. And these pins, Dani, my favourite pins are clover
Yeah, the
ones.
quilting. Are they quilting
No,
pins?
no.
Fine.
They're
What are they
fine.
called?
I can't remember, but they're very sharp,
Very sharp.
But I love them, they're really good. But I got these entomology pins when we were at Yarningham, and I really like them for this because I'm not stabbing myself quite so much. They're still sharp, but they're that little, I think they're that little bit longer.
And they're not quite as thin, are they?
No, so I'm enjoying using those.
Yeah.
So
The good thing about the clover pins is you can iron over them.
Yeah.
And you can sew over them, can't you?
Yeah.
I don't know that you would with these, but for the hand stitching, they're really, and they look really nice too.
Yeah. But that little one there, that little
that's
embroidery.
one I did, isn't it?
Yeah, you did that years ago. Literally years ago, probably when you were about 16, 17.
Can't remember.
Yeah,
it was a long time.
So I thought I'd pop that in there.
And this is from one of my dresses.
Yes.
One
of your maternity dresses.
Yeah, these are fabrics I've used for needle cozies for the shop. And that one, that's the Peter Pan fabric. Oh, I made some bags out of this.
Yeah.
This fabric is lovely. It's from Ray Stitch, and I bought it when I met up with Isabel from Fluffy Fibres in London for the day. And that's one from my birth quilt, for want of a better name. This is from your dressing gown.
That's from the belt off my dressing gown. I never use it, and I thought that's a nice little
cute.
Yeah,
and there's some of this fabric in the curtain in the hallway.
Oh yes, yeah.
Lovely.
So I've got another couple of little. I always, when I'm doing this sort of stuff, I always carry it around in my Jessie Chorley bag because I just think that's a nice thing to do. But there's
it's Bobbin and Teddy.
Bobbin and Teddy, that one.
Oh.
And this one just needs to be pressed. It's still got the, and that's a very little sheet.
Oh.
I've got some other ones, but I haven't got them with me. So
I'll take some little close-ups of those.
Yeah. So, and do you know, this I just love in the evenings sitting and stitching on this, but I've just been so hot that I haven't wanted to do anything.
This one will be quite interesting, won't it? It will be quite a different look because, like with my wall hanging over there and the one on in your hall landing, you've used like tea stained type colour, and this is white.
Yeah.
So it'll be quite interesting to see the difference, won't it?
Yeah, I just thought the white would be nicer on this one. Because I think the walls of the nursery are going to be white, although the walls in here are white. But but the walls, I just thought it'd be crisp, fresh. Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see how much of a difference that makes, because I bet it'll make a big difference.
Yeah.
I think on that the colours will show up more, won't they? Whereas on that one they sort of blend.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be really nice.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be clearing the nursery a little bit this afternoon, aren't we?
We will.
If we can handle it in the heat. Yeah, so we'll take the fan upstairs and try and get some work done on it.
Yeah. We'll see how far we go. Bobbin stopped using your bag as a cushion now, so.
Yes. Can I take this bag now, Bob? Oh, lovely boy. Oh, yeah, he doesn't mind.
Yeah, that's the little wooden shed, little wooden.
Yeah. I hadn't noticed before that it's got little teeth marks. That's from a homespun house. But it just adds character because it makes me think of my little teddy bear, so it's fine. So this yarn I got from Yarningham. It's also from Lay Family Yarn, who is the dyer behind the Magic Faraway Tree set that I mentioned earlier.
Her store was absolutely beautiful, wasn't it?
It was
quite different.
It had such a cohesive aesthetic, didn't it?
Yeah.
Her colours are all so soft and pretty, and it just looked beautiful. And it was her first show. It's really, really nice. But she had a few kits made up. So there was this kit that I got, and there was another one to make a jumper that had 2 skeins and 2 smaller skeins. And her colours, I mean, I don't know if you could go wrong putting any of her colours together. They've just got such a defined look, haven't they? But I just fell in love with this kit. I hadn't intended to buy this. I hadn't actually intended to buy this much yarn, but I certainly hadn't intended to buy a kit. But she'd knit up, what was the, I think it was a Suburban Wrap, which is a Hohi Locatelli pattern, and she'd used these 3 colours. They looked so beautiful together that I just thought, no, I have to knit something with those 3 colours. So this one I think is called Tan Bark, this one is Magnolia, and this one is Bruised Peach.
They look quite different on the skeins, don't they?
Yeah. It sort of intensifies the colour a bit when you put them in the cake, I think. Yeah. But then when you knit it, they go back to being really soft. And I've been wanting to cast on a sort of big shawl. I've just got visions of it draped over the nursing chair, so it would be just nice for me and the baby to get all snuggled up in. And I knit the Snowmelt shawl by Curious Handmade when it came out. Was that last year? I can't remember. But I knit it in some Madeleine Tosh, and you've got it, haven't you? Because you wanted it. But I loved knitting it, and I loved the finished objects. It's a half pie shawl, such a lovely big shape, so cosy. I thought I would knit that one again. So that's what I've started to do.
It's pretty.
The Snowmelt was put out as a mystery knit along. So I'm on clue 2 out of 5 at the moment. But I'm just really enjoying it, and I love how the colours are all working together. They just look so pretty, don't they?
They do. Really pretty.
For this one I'm actually using metal needles, high sharps, interchangeables. But yeah, I'm just going to do this slowly here and there. I just enjoy using those colours. And then I know I'll have leftovers, so who knows what I'll do with them. I love leftovers. It's probably one of my favourite parts of knitting.
And you've got loads of baskets full.
But you find uses for them, and it's just the most fun.
And when you're looking in your leftovers baskets, it's easier than getting into your stash.
Yeah. And it's so nice because you can remember what you knit.
Yeah.
What you used the yarn for initially, and can remember where you got it from and where you were when, and they've just got so much memories in yarn that I think it's lovely. So yeah, you haven't got any more now, have you?
No,
I've got one more, and I have no clue why these are in here. I can't remember what I used them for.
There's probably a very good reason at the time.
Yeah. This is a bag that I made, and I made it out of a vintage tea towel.
It's the same as this one.
No, that one's different because it's just out of drill.
But that's
a
tea towel, wasn't it?
Yeah. But this is like a linen
it's lovely.
tea towel.
Mm-mm.
And I've actually made some of these for the shop, but not out of this fabric. They're out of one of my other favourite fabrics, the striped fabrics. And I've put pockets on the front, and I've got some appliques. So I need to get them into my shop at some point.
Yeah. You have made them, haven't you?
Yeah, they're all made.
Yeah.
I'm just in such a weird hibernating phase. It feels, and like just wanting to be really safe phase, that putting something new that people haven't seen before feels really nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
So I need to get over it and just put them in the shop, and hopefully people will like them. But it's the same size as this, and I find it a really useful size. But I have to show you these pins. I'll put in some video. They're so cute. So there's Dobby and Luna.
Because you got those when we went to the Harry Potter thing.
Mum and I went to the Harry Potter, the Warner Brothers Studios. I can't actually remember what it's called, but it's Leavesden in Watford, which is where they filmed a lot of Harry Potter. And so they've got this Harry Potter thing there with lots of the sets, and it's just so much fun. I've been 3 times now, but Mum and I went together the 1st of July, wasn't it? And Mum's never been before, and it was just so much fun.
We had such a lovely time, especially it was all air conditioned inside.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, it was lovely, and we got the baby
2 baby grows.
Yeah.
Well, one's a little bit older.
Yeah. Yeah.
There wasn't enough Hufflepuff merchandise for babies or otherwise.
Yeah.
Because I just want all the Hufflepuff things. Like, Mum got a water bottle, it's over there, because Mum's Gryffindor. So you got a Gryffindor water bottle, didn't you? But they didn't have any Hufflepuff ones.
No.
But I just saw these little pins and just had to have those, because they're so cute. Anyway, I should probably talk about what's in the bag. So I don't think I'd cast this on last time. I don't remember, I don't think I had. So this is the Like a Cloud cardigan by Joji Locatelli, and this was a pattern that Joji designed for the Curious Handmade Bath retreat. So all of the retreat attendees got the pattern.
Lovely.
And then she released it happily, so everyone who couldn't get to the retreat could knit it too. And I tried it on at the retreat. Well, no, because I didn't go to the retreat, I went to the Makers Market. Yeah. And I tried on the sample of the cardigan. It was so lovely. The actual cardigan in the pattern was knit in, I think it's shabui. It's 1 strand of lace weight and 1 strand of mohair. And honestly, it was just, the name Like a Cloud is so very apt, because it was so light and so warm. It would just be an absolutely heavenly garment in those yarns. But I wanted to use yarn I had, so I've used fingering weight yarn, just 1 strand of fingering weight, which gives you the same sort of weight as the lace weight and the mohair combined. Oh, the baby's really kicking. So I've used Cozy Posy Yarn Co. in birch, which is just lovely. Lovely colours.
It really is lovely.
Yeah.
It's come out nicely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sort of got a very pale pinky hue, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, there is a peachiness there, I think. But it was quite interesting construction, this one, because you knit the back piece and then you knit these 2 front pieces on to the back piece.
Okay.
And then you knit the sleeves and join it in the round to do the body. Well, you don't necessarily knit the sleeves. I knit the sleeves to get them over and done with.
Yeah. They look quite short sleeves.
Have I had this conversation with you before? No, it was David, because he thought that they looked quite short. The thing with it's drop sleeve,
okay,
drop shoulder.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
So yeah, they are the right length.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I got very enthusiastic about this project, so I knit it quite quickly at first. I think because it had the same as the shisui wrap where I just wanted to get to different points. So I wanted to get the back and the front done, and then I wanted to get the sleeves on, so I got them out of the way. So I had knit it before he came out with some corrections, or a correction. So up on the shoulders, you should start the front at a different row.
Okay.
So that you see how I've got a flat piece.
Right.
And I was knitting it at the time and I thought, this is just wrong because there's too much stocking stitch in this area. It doesn't look right. But I just kept going because I thought it doesn't look right. But I've got further now than I would want to rip back, and realistically I probably should have trusted my instincts and just made my own alterations, but I thought, oh, maybe it's supposed to be like that because you won't see it on the shoulders and it'll be fine. But anyway, so the pattern has been updated so that you don't have that section, so that it just looks more like it flows.
Will that matter?
It doesn't matter to me.
No.
It matters to me. I think I'd already done the sleeves by that point, so not knitting the sleeves again matters to me.
Yeah.
Much more than that, and it's just going to be on the shoulders.
Yeah. If you hadn't said that, I wouldn't have realised that it needed to change.
No, I was really umming and ahhing about whether it was meant to be like that or not. I was pretty sure it wasn't, but it doesn't matter.
It's such a pretty pattern, this, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's such a squishy.
You won't block this, will you?
I will.
Oh, will you?
I just won't block it heavily.
No.
But I would be tempted to knit another one of these because the construction is so simple. There's no, apart from the sleeves, I don't think I've done any decreases. So this is all just blocks, little blocks, and then you don't do any sort of edge treatment. It's just the edges as it is.
Yeah.
So I just think it's going to be really interesting, and I loved the fit of the one that I tried on.
Yeah.
So
you could always knit me one.
Oh, thank you. Well, you can knit it because it's not got any decreases or increases.
Yeah.
And it would be easy to just take the stitch pattern out altogether if you wanted to just make a
Well, I quite like the
completely
stitch
plain one.
pattern.
Yeah, I know, but you won't knit the stitch pattern.
Well, it doesn't look that challenging.
It's just knit 2 power 2.
Yeah.
So, and I do like a long cuff.
Do you?
A long rib.
Yeah.
That looks really nice. So I'm knitting these on my...
Those pair of wooden ones.
Yeah, I still haven't remembered how you pronounce this, but it's the looker. I was determined to remember and I can't. But those needles, these are my interchangeable ones. Do you see? I was explaining this last time.
Yes. Yes.
It just interrupts the flow. And interestingly enough, it's probably not interestingly enough. I shouldn't start sentences like that, should I?
It's interesting to you.
It is. But I am having to use my Knit Pro cables with these because the actual cables that come with the needles don't fit properly.
Oh.
So I don't know what that was about, but I think they're made by the same company, which is why they fit.
And they're high highs?
No.
Oh, okay.
These are the ones I can't pronounce.
Oh, sorry, yes, yeah.
And these are Knit Pro cords.
Oh.
And the stopper caps don't fit on the cables that it comes with either.
Do you think the wrong cables were sent? Oh.
I'm hoping that it was just like teething problems.
Okay.
And that they've sorted it out now. But
oh, that's disappointing though, isn't it?
yeah, but luckily they fit on this.
Yeah, yeah. And they're nice to knit with.
They are really pleasant, but I just love wood at the moment, so yeah. And they're a lovely colour. If only that silver bit wasn't there. yeah, so this is sort of taken a bit of a backseat again now. You know, if you wanted to,
I could practice the
yeah, see if you like the pattern.
Yeah, I could do that.
So now I've just got a couple of little finished objects. So I have my socks that I showed out of the Beehive mini skeins, Beehive Yarns mini skeins, and look, they're all the same sort of colour. I must like this colour. So I made these.
They're so
They're
cute.
so cute. These are called the Blue Steps Brioche baby booties or something, but there'll be a link in the show notes. And they're just adorable little booties. I remember I made some of these, I think for Holly's first child years ago. 5 years ago, is that now?
Yeah.
But they're just adorable. They're really quick little knit as well. Really fun.
They're so different nowadays, the little booties and socks and things that you can make for babies, because I remember knitting booties for you and they were quite sort of, there was quite a construction to them.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you have to sew up the seams and things.
Well, on the next pair, I had to sew them up. But these ones are all in the round.
Yeah.
You start with the sole and then work up, and they're just so cute. They're tiny. I can't imagine anything being tiny enough to wear these.
And all the booties I made for you had either ribbons through them to hold them on, or you know, twisted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't have that now.
Oh no, there are patterns with that.
Okay.
Yeah, there's so many different patterns with booties that there's just so many. They're so cute.
Yeah.
But they were really lovely.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I used a mini skein from Fine Fish yarns for those. Just love the colours. And then these are some other booties that I made. Look at the size difference.
Yeah. They're adorable, aren't they?
So,
and they were all done in one. There's no seams in there.
Yeah, there are seams in this one. So, but it is all sewn flat. You can adapt the pattern to go in the round, but I didn't. So you sew this part first, and then that's a seam.
You knit this part first?
Yeah, you knit this part first.
Yeah.
And then you pick up stitches to knit the foot.
Yeah.
And the foot's all knit flat. So there's a seam under here, and there's a seam here, and a seam here.
Oh.
They're so cute. Now these, I think, are called the Oh Baby Baby booties. And they're just adorable. I knit these ones because I knit the Beloved hat.
Oh, so sweet.
I showed this in the last episode because I got this yarn from Biff Sugar Yarns. It's in the seagull colourway. I need to trim my little ends there. But the Beloved pattern by Tin Can Knits was such a lovely pattern. I'm knitting another one now because it's just so cute, and it was so quick. I couldn't believe how quick it was.
And
I suppose it is tiny,
cord.
but it's just such a lovely design. So I had leftovers from this yarn, so that's why I knit the little booties, which I just think are so cute. And they sort of match, don't they? Because of the garter stitch.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're my finished objects. Only tiny, but very cute. Yeah, I love this because of the I-cord edging.
Yeah.
It's just such a pleasant pattern to knit, and it's got German short rows in it. So if you haven't tried German short rows before, this is a really good pattern because you do them for quite a while, and it's all really nicely explained as Tin Can Knits patterns are. So yeah, they're my little finished objects. So as I mentioned earlier, we went to Yarningham, didn't we? Was that last weekend?
No.
Weekend before?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was really nice. We've been, I've been to both of the previous Yarninghams. You came to the last one, didn't you? And they had it in a different venue this time, which was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was much bigger, and I really liked the different stands that they had. It was a really nice variety. I thought it was a really good festival, did you?
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. And we sat outside and had lunch under a tree, and that was really pleasant.
Did some knitting for a while. Met up with some friends, and yeah, it was just such a lovely day.
Yeah.
It was warm, but it wasn't like overpowering.
No.
Which was nice, and it was lovely and cool in the shade. So had a really, really lovely time. So yeah, I got the yarns from Lay Family Yarn that I'm knitting into my snow melt shawl, and then I thought I'd show you the other bits I got. So this is the yarn I got from Dusty Dimples that I'm knitting the other Twinkle Twinkle baby blanket in.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And it took us quite a while to choose this, didn't it?
Yeah, there were such lovely colours there.
We had to narrow it down from about 5, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I just really had the urge to knit another one of those blankets, but I thought it would be nice in a fingering weight with a speckle, just to see what it looks like. And so we finally decided on this one. It's got some lovely blues, some reds, some really nice mint greens, and then some sort of, what would you call that colour green? Like jade or something.
Yeah, it does look, jade, that's a good colour to use. It's got navy.
And then it's got greys down here.
Yeah, lots of colours.
Really delicate little speckles. So I'm really interested to see how this will knit up in the blanket, because I've only got a tiny amount cast on so far. So I can't really get a good idea. But yeah, we picked quite a few different yarns and had to narrow it down, and then we decided on this one. And I looked at the name, and it's called Pitter Patter, which just seems so appropriate. So I was very happy with that one. I might get that out today, work on that a little bit today after we've done some for the nursery. And then Textile Garden were there. I've got some baby patterns that I really would like to knit if I get a chance. So I got some buttons for them, but I'll put in some video and show you those, because it'll be easier.
We always spend quite a bit of time.
You got buttons there, didn't you, as well?
I did.
Yeah, it's so lovely. And it was nice there actually, because it wasn't absolutely packed. Because sometimes at Unravel, their stand, you just can't even can't get to it really, can you? So it was nice because you had room to look properly. And then Yarn Lab UK was there, and they just do such fun yarns. Lots of different, like Harry Potter and Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Doctor Who, all sorts of like fandom type yarns. But I had to get this one called Butterbeer Moustache. And I'm really tempted to do a larger size of the little cardigan in this. So the one I did with the mini skeins, the newborn vertebrae.
Oh, I think that would be nice.
Yeah. I don't know how it will knit up, because there's lots of different colours, so it might do some pooling and stuff. But I love yellow at the moment.
It's really nice, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that'll be, because we had Butterbeer when we went to Harry Potter, so that'll be a nice memory of that.
And Butterbeer ice cream.
Yeah. Well, you didn't have any of the ice cream.
Well, no, but you can, if you have Butterbeer or Butterbeer ice cream, which that was the first time they had that when I went this time. You can buy it just in like normal disposable containers, or you can buy little cups that you can take away, and the Butterbeer ice cream one is so cute. So I have my little treats in it now because I had to keep that. I actually made you have the ice cream so that I could have the pot, couldn't I?
It's a real hardship having to eat it.
Oh, it was so much fun that day.
It was.
So yeah, I got this one. I actually bought something when I got home from that, because I didn't want the Harry Potter-ness to end that day because we'd had such a lovely time. And I got home and I was just looking on Instagram, and London House Yarns was having a shop update. I can't remember where I've put it. It's in one of my bags somewhere. So I bought some yarn self-striping. It's called Hermione's Jumper.
Yeah.
I've started them. I don't know where I've put them now.
What are you knitting?
Just socks.
Oh, okay.
I just seem to start projects at the moment, not really finish them.
But I think you do that a lot, don't you?
Yeah, and then I'll finish a load of things at the same time.
Yeah.
And who cares how many projects I've got on a go?
No.
But yeah, I totally used our lovely day as an excuse to buy some yarn. And then this was the other thing I got from Yarningham. So in the last episode I showed you the little dress I made for David's goddaughter. It was from the Knitting Shed, and I think it was the plover dress. So I had a knitted top, and then the skirt was Liberty print cotton fabric. And we'd seen this before, hadn't we? They do a little romper. And since I'm having a boy, I thought we have to make him this little romper. It's just definitely. So cute. So this is the dipper pattern. And it all just comes so beautifully wrapped. So the pattern is in this little envelope. Haven't opened it yet because I'm not going to make it until next summer when he's going to wear it, because I don't know how big he's going to be. So
it's all wrapped up so nicely, isn't it?
I know. So you can choose from some different fabrics, and you can choose from some different colours of yarn.
Yeah. And there was a lovely car fabric, Liberty car fabric, wasn't there? But I think, which we loved, but I think we liked this one just a little bit more.
Yeah. So you get all of your little accoutrements in here. So you've got buttons, bobbins that are already filled. Oh, there's some elastic I see, so for around the legs of the romper. And then we've got this colour for the top, which is lovely,
so
isn't
lovely.
it?
That's so lovely.
I don't know what the colour's called.
That's cotton, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Pima cotton. And then this colour for the, or this fabric for the
romper.
Yeah, the little bloomer type bits at the bottom.
It's
got little ships on it.
It's so pretty. I love this.
So cute.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to making that.
Yeah.
I'll put in some pictures of what it actually looks like when it's made, because it's just adorable.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we're gonna have to make that and then take him to the seaside.
Yeah.
And sit on the beach with him in his little romper.
Oh.
I think it'll be really nice.
That will be.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that when I make that, he'll be here.
I love the way they put those kits together.
I know, it's so cute.
Yeah.
It's Ainsworth and Prynne from the Knitting Shed. Such a lovely gift for a maker as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just so beautifully put together. So.
And the one you made for David's goddaughter, she looks absolutely adorable in it.
Yeah. And they get lots of compliments apparently.
Yeah.
Because it is so unlike anything that you can buy.
Yeah.
So it's really special. Yeah. Which I'm so glad they like it, because I was knitting that when I was very sick.
Yeah, when you had morning sickness.
It was a struggle.
Yeah.
So yeah, it made it very much worthwhile.
Yeah.
They did like it.
Yeah. And we love Liberty fabric. Yeah.
We went over to visit them a little while ago, and they put her in the dress and they can show me. And she did look adorable.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we had a lovely time
perfect yarning them. Yeah.
But we did get a couple of other bits as well, didn't we? Because you got some bits from
Oh.
Beyond Measure were there.
Yes,
That's where you
yeah.
got your pins.
Yes.
They sell lots of Merchant and Mills
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, we got quite a bit from there. We each got a little tiny pair of scissors, which were really cute.
They're so cute.
You got a pencil, mechanical pencil. Oh, you didn't get that from there?
I did get it from there, but I ordered it
Afterwards.
Yeah. I'm having a slight mechanical pencil obsession at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's come from, but I've been working on some, I'll blame it on this. I've been working on some designs, and I like to sketch out the charts on graph paper with a mechanical pencil. So that's why I now need 5 new ones.
Yeah. So you didn't get that there, you ordered it afterwards. Oh, and I got a tape measure.
Yeah.
Which was really lovely.
And which tape measure did you get?
I got the one with costumes on the back.
Oh, yeah.
And you got that wooden needle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely needle. I'll have to put it in the video. It's hand carved. I can't remember what sort of wood it is, but it's just so tactile and beautiful. I used it the other day. I can't remember what it was. Oh, I think it was to sew up those little booties.
Okay.
Oh, and it's just so, it's so lovely. Oh, yeah, I love that. Yeah, and you got the pins. Did you get any needles in the end?
No.
No. But it's lovely all that, because we love tools, don't we? We love that part of making. So having that shop there that has all the lovely different tools is so nice to look at. And I actually ordered some little needle protectors as well from there when I got my pencil, because I'd seen them
Oh yes.
when they were there, but I didn't have any change. So and they're from Tulip, and they look like little tulips that you put on the end of your needle, so they're really cute.
To count up how many pairs of scissors we've got.
I know. They're just sometimes so irresistible, aren't they? And you do use them all the time. Scissors and tape measures. I think they're something that we do collect. I think we should just call it collecting.
Yeah.
It's not hoarding. It's collecting.
Yeah. But I've got loads of pink cushions. I love them all. I've got that lovely one from So Sweet Violet with a little butterfly. Oh, I love that.
Oh, talking of So Sweet Violet, Jules has come out with her sock pattern.
Yeah.
The Sweet Bee socks. I'm so desperate to cast them on, but I cannot narrow down which yarn to use. Mum was over the other day and we picked out quite a few different combinations. I'll put in some videos so you can see the ones we chose, and I'm so torn.
I
still can't decide, because part of me wants to go with a really soft colour. Yeah. So I've got this lovely speckled white with lilac bits, and
that's really lovely.
White with speckled lilac, and a lilac contrast. But
I think you should do. Yeah, that was the one that I really liked.
I think so.
Yeah.
But then I've got this other. I think I've got like 6 combinations. But then I've got this other combination that's Madeleine Tosh, I think it's Holy Festival, so it's loads of really bright speckles with this lovely mini skein from Skeins in the Stacks that's just this beautiful raspberry colour.
Yeah, that's nice too.
That would be so nice. So yeah, I'm really torn.
Yeah, because you wanted to cast those on, didn't you?
Yeah, I've wanted to cast them on. I've been desperate to cast them on. I just can't decide which colour.
Yeah.
So...
Does it matter that much?
No.
Perhaps you just ought to pick one.
Well, I think the thing is, I keep on thinking about the Madeleine Tosh one, but it's just a bit bright. It feels a bit out of my comfort zone. but I think that's what I really want to knit in. I just can't imagine what they're going to look like because they are going to be much brighter than I usually would go for. So I think that's what's stopping me.
Yeah, you could always knit them for me.
Yeah. I think I just need to cast them on.
Yeah.
And I think I need to use that colour.
Yeah.
I think that's what's stopping me. I'm thinking, no, I should use softer colours like I usually do. But no, I think I'm just going to go wild with these. And bees love bright colours, don't they?
Absolutely.
So it makes sense. Yeah, I think I'll do that. But it was really fun picking out the different colours. I just love doing that. So the socks, if you haven't seen them already, there's a main colour and then you use a 20 gram mini skein for some little stripes in there. It's so much fun picking out which ones go with which. Yeah, I'll start those.
Decision made.
Yeah. I'll still show you all the different combos though, because it was just so much fun picking them all out. So, I think that's all that we've got to talk about today, isn't it?
Yep.
Just trying to avoid going up to empty stuff out of the nursery.
Yeah, because you've sort of dumped quite a few things in there that you've got to find homes for.
Well, it's been the spare room. Well, not spare room. Well, it is a spare room, but it's been sort of David's office, Teddy's bedroom, random stuff room for the whole time we've lived here. So yeah, it's just a bit like it's got a filing cabinet in it and stuff, all of our documents, and a big bookshelf which is having to sort out. And
Yeah.
seems like a big job
Yeah.
to get it all cleared, even though it won't be, because Mum's really good at stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's why I've asked you to come and help, isn't it?
It'll feel really good once it's done.
Yeah, and then once it's done, we can get a new floor. We can paint, even though we're only going to paint it white again, and it's already white, and then start getting furniture in and making it nice. Because I can't really even think about decorating it while it's in the state that it's in. It's just too full and oppressive. But yeah, okay,
fun.
we'd better go and do it,
Yeah.
haven't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll be back at another time with the giveaways and
Oh yes.
something else that I mentioned that I can't remember, but I will remember. So yeah, thank you for coming on again and showing us all of your works in progress.
Which will start getting finished. Now we've got the big fan.
Yeah. Somehow 2 weeks has passed since Mum and I recorded the first part of the podcast. I have no idea how that's happened. Since then, Mum and I have been to Hibernation, so and Mum's finished 2 quilts, so I'm hoping to get her back really soon so we can tell you about those and show you her quilts. Well, my quilts. So that means that I'm now 32 weeks pregnant. And honestly, as people keep saying to me, oh, it'll get to a point and it'll feel like it's really slowing down and it'll feel like it's really taking forever, and I'm eagerly awaiting that time because at the moment it's just speeding by far too quickly, isn't it, Bobbin? So yeah, I don't have a clue how it's already been 2 weeks since the last part that we recorded. You good boy. It's a little bit cooler today and I'm so happy about it, but I'm still so warm. Teddy's wailing. Who knows why? What's he doing, Bobby? What's up, Teddy? Don't know. We don't know, do we? So today I just wanted to come back and draw for the 2 giveaways that we had in the group. So there was a giveaway for the Vintage Love Story whole collection, and a giveaway for the finished Forever and Always socks. So I've done random number generator. Oh, you good boy, Bobbins looking so adorable. I wish you could see him from this direction as opposed to the back of his head. What are you doing? You're looking so cute. So for the Forever and Always socks, and that was to win the beautiful skein of yarn from Barnyard Knits, and the lovely stitch markers as well. Can I show them the yarn? Hang on, come here then. Oh, I'm going to slip off my lap because my lap's getting so much smaller. Isn't it, Bob? So I just take out this bag. Put it in these to keep it safe, really. So this beautiful skein from Barnyard Knits, and the lovely little stitch markers that you won't be able to see. I can't remember if I put a close-up of those in the last episode, but if not, they'll be a really fun surprise. And the winner of that one was Wiggy, and that's Linda. And Linda, actually, I saw finished all of the patterns from the Vintage Love Story collection, and she's keeping it in this beautiful box, and it was just so pretty and so special. So yeah, congratulations, Linda. Get in touch with your address and I'll post out your prize. Thank you so much for knitting my pattern. And the winner of the Vintage Love Story entire collection, gosh, I'm just looking at myself in the camera and thinking, gosh, what a big lump. The winner of the Vintage Love Story collection gets this beautiful kit, which was a collaboration between Bumble Stitches and Paper Stories. So it was the lovely yarn and beautiful bag with Liberty print at the top and denim at the bottom, which is so pretty. And the winner of that was Tiggerfer, who is Jessica. And Jessica was saying it was her first time trying lace or cables, and I just thought that was so exciting. So thank you for trusting my patterns and trying them out first with those. That's just so exciting, and your socks are beautiful. I just have to say thank you so much for being so supportive of my pattern writing adventures and knitting the patterns and sharing them with me. And being thoughtful in what you're knitting them with and things like that. It's just, it just means such a lot to me. And yeah, it's just every time I see that someone's knitting one of my patterns, it's just such an exciting moment for me. So thank you. I'm working on a couple of new patterns at the moment, which is really exciting. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I don't sort of share my process or share like sneak peeks, and I always ask my lovely test knitters to sort of keep their test knits under wraps, because I'm just never sure when I'll be able to capture the bravery to actually put them out there. So part of me thinks it would be good to just do it on a deadline, because I would commit to that and then I would have to put them out at that point. But the other part of me is too nervous to do that, so I just keep them all under wraps until they're completely ready, and yeah, I can just put them out as a surprise. So yeah, I'll probably continue to do that, but I do hope that you enjoy them when they come out and you enjoy knitting those ones too. It's been lovely to see with the Vintage Love Story collection how the story has really captured people. That's been so nice, and I'm hoping that that story is something that I'll revisit now and then when I think of other sort of elements that there might be to Cyril and Rita's life, and yeah, just expand upon that like core of the collection. So yeah, it just means such a lot, so thank you so very much for knitting along with me. I also thought I would show you today those bags I mentioned in the first part. Now these bags, I guess this is also related to bravery. I've had these bags made since October last year, and I've been too nervous to put them out, and honestly I don't know why. I don't know why at all. They're just a bit different from what I usually would put out. They're a bit more expensive because the fabric is more expensive, and they're a bit more time consuming, and yeah, just various things made me really nervous to put them out there, so I haven't. But I'm determined I have to put them out there because I really like them, and I hope other people will really like them too. There's a tiny limited run of these. There's not many at all, not even double figures. And they're all slightly different, but I'm hoping to have them in my shop in the next couple of weeks. I always announce on Instagram when things are going to go in my shop, so if you follow me there you'll see, and if you don't, you can access Instagram through the just through your internet browser if you want to. So I'm Little Bobbins over there as well. But I find that's the best place for me to sort of say that I've popped some things in the shop, because then I can be spontaneous and catch the bravery again. I just pop them in there when I'm ready. So yeah, these are the bags. So they're based on the same shape and size as the vintage French linen dishcloth that I showed you, bag that I showed you before. And it's got linen pockets. I've done a little applique of a sheep. And then the inside is lined with a sort of heavier weight cotton. So it's just really nice and sturdy. And it's a lovely size for, well, I've got a, foreskin cardigan in mine at the moment. And it fills it up, but it fits that, or you could use it for a large shawl or anything you wanted really. But a foreskin fingering weight cardigan is probably the maximum you'll fit in here. But this fabric is just a lovely thick cotton, lovely thick woven cotton that I just really like. It's one of my favourite fabrics because it's sturdy but still really attractive and feels just lovely. So yeah, I've got that one, and they're all slightly, well, I've got a couple of each fabric. So what differs is the cotton fabric at the top here. The linen and pockets and the applique is the same on each of them. So there's the blue with the multiple stripes, the beige with the multiple stripes, and the blue, that's not blue, beige and white stripes. And then these ones, which I thought looked a bit more like the vintage tea towels actually. So they're sort of beige with the red stripes. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you those, because if I show you them, then hopefully I'll get myself together and get them in the shop and stop being so nervous about it. Hopefully. So I started editing the podcast that Mum and I recorded together, and it was getting very long, so I'm going to end it here before it just gets ridiculous. And I'm going to hope to be back chatting with you again really soon. Mum's over on Friday, so I'm going to try and get her to just record a little bit with me about she doesn't know this yet by the way, about the quilts that she's made and our trip to Fibre East. and then I'll probably add to that and hopefully get another podcast out reasonably quickly. It won't be next week, but in the next month or so. I'm hoping to have another one out before this baby comes, and if time just keeps marching on like it seems to be, I'm gonna need to get doing that soon. Honestly, time. It's terrifying me how fast it's going. And the nursery is still a junk room 2 weeks later, just so you know. So, thank you so much for coming to watch today, and I really hope you have a lovely time until I see you next. Yeah, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.